This is the Temple of Asclepius, the god of healing. When people are sick, they search for solutions primarily through two avenues. One, we ask God to heal us. Secondly, we see a doctor, we get medicine. Well, in the Roman world, in Paul's day, if someone was sick, what would they do? Modern medicine did not exist. So all people would seek God or a god or gods to heal them. That would be their solution. And that is why this Temple of Asclepius, the god of healing, is so significant. This is not the only location where there was a temple to Asclepius. That was throughout the Mediterranean world. This served as the local hospital, and people would come and visit here, but they also would stay here. This is the largest temple complex that we've seen here in Corinth, and it's about a quarter of a mile from the center of the city. It has 3 different dining rooms for its worshipers and its guests. One of the dining rooms is just off to my right. People would eat there, there would be large social events there, even lectures were common at this temple in Corinth. That becomes significant a couple of different times in the book of 1 Corinthians. And sailors and travelers would visit this temple seeking out cures for physical and spiritual ailments. Nearby this temple were shops where those who were sick would buy clay or terracotta replicas of their sick body part. And they would purchase them and bring them here to the temple as an offering, asking for healing. Excavations found many of these replica limbs and organs around the temple area. There are legs, arms, hands, feet, sexual organs, even brains. Now, we don't know what he was sick from, where he would have a brain made for his sacrifice. But they would buy their particular body part that needed healing, and they would bring it here to the Temple of Asclepius and pray that Asclepius would heal them. They would lift it as if to say, "This is the part of me that's sick, please heal me." They then would take it home as a reminder to the God that they needed healing. That becomes significant when we get to chapter 12, and Paul talks specifically about different parts of the body, and likely this was the very source of that illustration. I'm standing in a cave in the Temple of Asclepius. Now, this is about a quarter of a mile away from the center of Corinth. And the most significant temples were typically in the center of town. So why is this a quarter mile away? Well, the reason would be this. This is the spring that's found here inside the temple grounds of the Temple of Asclepius. Asclepius was the god of healing. So wherever there was a Temple of Asclepius, and there's not just one in Corinth, there were many in the Mediterranean world, that's where the hospital was for people. They'd go there seeking for healing. And if this served as a hospital, they needed fresh water for the patients and those who worked with the patients here in the